Wrestling fans from around the corner, around the world. I'm Dan Marotti.
And I'm Mr. USA, Tony Atlas.
It took him a second.
Always does.
Before we get to this great full-length episode of Memories and Legends, check out some of our great friends you can help support the cause to keep more Memories and Legends coming your way.
Infinity Key, a truly natural online language training experience. 25,000 minutes. That's what you'll need to invest. Invest 25,000 minutes with Infinity Key, and we'll build you a portfolio of language experiences designed to accelerate your personal progress. The coach will help you strike the right balance between passive acquisition and active application of your target language. InvestKey's algorithms and coaches guide you along the clearest, quickest path forward on your journey to fluency. Visit www.infinitykey.rocks for more information and follow Infinity Key on Facebook at facebook.com/InfinityKey. Wrestling fans, check out the brand new lapel pin from our friends at Crimson Mask. Inspired by Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon, it's Bang 316. Only $8 each or 2 for $12. If you think it makes a great holiday gift, give me a hell yeah. Get yours today at crimsonmask.bigcartel.com.
Houston on Monday, December 3rd. The new era Monday Night Raw returns with a massive main event as Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose collide for the Intercontinental Championship. And Braun Strowman battles Drew McIntyre one-on-one. Plus, don't miss Ronda Rousey, Bobby Lashley, and many more. It's WWE Raw live in Houston Monday, December 3rd. Tickets and ringside packages are available.
He is the People's Champion. The Brahma Bull. The Great One. And this...
Finally, The Rock has come back!
...is his story. Journey alongside the millions. In this definitive guide to...
the most electrifying man in sports and entertainment!
See The Rock.
It's just a man!
Like you've never seen him before.
But The Rock is cooking!
The World of The Rock. Available now.
Green Bay on Friday, December 7th. Be a part of the hype as NXT Live brings the action. See the hottest NXT superstars, including NXT Champion Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, Aleister Black, NXT Women's Champion Kairi Sane, EC3, Johnny Gargano, North American Champion Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, and many more live. It's NXT Live in Green Bay on Friday, December 7th. Tickets are available.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans around the corner, around the world, we're back. We got more Wrestling Insiders, baby. We got more Tony Atlas coming your way Monday night before Raw. We got holiday headlocks going on. We got Tony Atlas's 12 Days of Christmas. It's a big month here in Boston Wrestling Sports and Millennium Wrestling Federation.
We got so much stuff going on, huh?
And well, hey, that's what you say when you swipe right.
That's right.
That's right. You
That's
got
right.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
I do.
That
We got a lot of
Tinder,
stuff.
Baby.
Christmas.
My favorite time of the year.
You know what it is? You know what type of season it is right now? It's cuffing season. Do you know what cuffing season is?
Cuffing season?
Yeah, do you know what cuffing season is?
Do you
know what cuffing season is? He doesn't know what cuffing season is.
What's cuffing mean?
When you find a girl and then you're with for the, just during the winter months, because once spring and summer roll in, you let them go.
I thought you were talking about the bedpost.
Well, that could be something. If you guys are interested, hit up Dan.
Sounds like what
He's
our
very
technical director, the little Dutch boy, does up on Lebanon Street. But that's a different story for a different time. Dave, we're back. We got to review this week's episodes of
Raw and SmackDown.
Two different worlds, so to speak, of Raw and SmackDown.
And I'll tell you one thing. You know who was hot about the last two Raw and SmackDown? Your boy Taz. He ripped WWE on for both shows.
Did he?
On his podcast. Oh my God, he went off. You would have loved it. You would have been smiling. But anyways, we'll move on. It started with Drew, Baron, and Bobby having a promo, and then they showed Braun in the hospital, which I kind of thought was kind of cool, him sitting there on the bed all messed up. And Elias came out, and he got a huge pop. What did you think about that whole segment? You go from what you think.
Too long, too much, uninspired, not interested.
Did you like the Braun?
It was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to have him sell, they did a pretty effective
Would you
angle
like seeing
with it.
Urkel there with the clown, you know?
No,
Okay.
we didn't need Urkel.
All right,
or
I just wanted to
Urkel,
make
whatever
sure.
her name was.
Yep.
It's just same old shit.
Yep.
Again, same style promo to open every show. Sometimes every hour of every show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I don't have the Red Sox to change the channel to.
You got the
Patriots,
Celtics?
were the Celtics on Monday night?
No, yeah, they were on Monday night against New Orleans,
I was
and they
busy
won.
here at the studio.
All
That's
right.
right. They did play New Orleans.
Yeah.
Down at Smoothie King.
Yes.
Now, the Dutch boy likes some smoothie, he said.
He was there for Raw.
Oh, that's not the smoothie I was talking about.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But anyway, on to segment 2.
All right, and then they ended up turning into a match. It was Bobby Lashley versus Elias, which the crowd was actually into it, even though they've seen this match, 3 weeks in a row now? Yeah. But the crowd was actually into it, which I was surprised, and I love that Leo isn't on the mic anymore. Thank you, WWE, for that. I cannot stand Lashley. Thank you for not doing that. It's
it was
the most
one of
annoying
those
thing.
things where he did it for, what did he do it for, maybe a month?
Yeah, and it was so annoying the whole time. And
it established itself, and it established him as the heel. So
Bobby ended up getting DQ'd, but then Baron got on the mic and said, no disqualification.
Yeah,
I didn't care about any of it.
I hate that.
Everyone got involved, and it was just a big mess and left Elias laying.
The heel commissioner, the heel authority,
Yep.
general manager got old in the late 90s.
Yeah, totally agree.
Same
I thought it was
old shit.
There was one thing that I did like about after that whole thing. They ended up showing everything that's going to be going on Raw. You see that little preview thing they did, showed. I thought that was a little different. It reminded me of when they used to do on the old Raws. Remember they used to show you a little bit of everything that's going to happen?
If there was something of interest that was going to take place, it would have been pretty good.
When I was finished, I was going to say if there was actually something interesting on that roll, it would have been great. But honestly, the Dean Ambrose, you didn't know what that was going to be, which, oh my God, we got to talk about that whole little segment with Dean Ambrose. But that's where it's, from there it went to the Dean Ambrose thing. What did you think about the needle, him pulling down his, I didn't like it. I was like, what is going on? Because how many people are probably like, oh, that's why, even though steroids, just all that shit with the big needle and everything. I was just like, that's a bad avenue to go down, I thought they didn't need it.
I couldn't have cared less.
Right.
I don't think it was edgy. I don't think it was interesting. It didn't make me want to see the match at TLC any more than I already did. It didn't get him over as a heel any more than he already is.
They need to do something else with that because that Seth and Dean match could be awesome, but they need to do something. They need to write something to make that where you're like, I can't wait to see this match.
And, a side note, I'm tired of this little kind of hinting they do that Renee Young kind of knows
on the commentary,
okay,
yeah.
But they don't come out and say it even though on the other show.
And it's not her. It's them feeding her lines, which is so stupid. I totally agree.
It's just another turn-off for a show that's got a lot of them.
That is dumb. And then we moved on to the Revival, which Lucha House Party, they're awesome. LHP is awesome. They're great workers,
Oh, is that
man.
what they're called now?
LHP, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Lucha House Party, yeah, they're great.
they
there's
are
some
good?
great spots. I love the knees on the shoulders into the. They're great workers, but I don't know if there's enough. Do you like the piñata?
No.
Okay, so you don't like the piñata. I don't either. I don't understand it, but
I think it is an outstanding grouping to appeal to kids.
Yeah.
Like I said during the Survivor Series recap show, I have no idea why they had them do the job at Survivor Series if they were going to have them push so hard on TV.
Right, and then they went clean over the Revival that night. Moving on, we had probably the match tonight for you, which was Nia Jax and Tamina come out for a promo. Then Ronda came out.
And I tell you, I think there was more noise in this studio right now than there was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for that promo.
Right. The only thing that got a pop was Ronda again. Ronda comes out, people get happy. She didn't cut a bad promo. I thought it was all right.
Talk about the definition of not over and nobody cares.
Right. Tamina, Stud and Bundy.
Social media feedback that said, Nia got booed at Survivor Series. She's so over. There's two different types of heat you can get.
Go home
There's
heat
the white heat that makes you want to see the bad guy get their ass kicked. And then there's like what Stephanie McMahon was getting before she took one of her hiatuses in 2002. go away, I don't ever want to see you again heat.
Yep.
That is what Nia's getting.
I totally agree.
Or no response. I don't know which is worse.
And then we had the WWE Tag Team title match, which was AOP versus Rude and Gable, which, I mean, like I said, it was a decent match, but there was nothing in there that really anybody cared about. Because they have AOP fighting the wrong guys at the end of the day. They're fighting the wrong guys.
They don't have any tag teams for them to work with.
But that's what I'm saying. Those two guys are definitely not. They're as bad as if you put them in with the Ascension. It's bad. It shouldn't be booked. I hate it.
You don't think AOP are any good?
No, I'm saying the two Ascension and Rude and Gable, that those matches are not good for AOP.
I got you.
I'd much rather see them work. I honestly rather see Gallows and Ayers, something like that, anything. Somebody that actually has some, I don't know, momentum or anything, but it's just those two guys together, Rude and Gable, are just like you said, nobody cares. I hate agreeing with you too, but I have to on this because it's the truth. Rude needs to be heel. Gable, I don't know where he needs to go. Where do you think he should go?
Honestly, 205 Live.
There you go.
And that almost comes off as an insult, and it's not meant to be. He's a smaller guy, and Gable is phenomenal in the ring.
And then I got to throw this out. Drew peeing on the robe. Please. Exactly what I said.
Drake.
I was like, Drake.
Please, get the superstar.
All right, Drake. Well, you know what? It was so forgettable, I forgot his name.
You forgot his name.
Anyways, AOP won the match.
Who wants to see that?
Right, I know.
And who really cares about Bobby Roode's role?
And you like how they zoomed in between his legs to show? It's like, are you kidding me now? But whatever. AOP won the match. Then we move on. We had the match of the night, which was Ember Moon versus Alicia Fox.
Oh.
Like I said, it was the match of the night for Dan.
I think it was quick.
Yeah, it was quick, and Ember won. It was, it is what it is. Alicia's who she's going to always be. She's been there for, 9 years? Whatever. She's good, And then we had Jinder Mahal versus No Way Jose. And I know you probably got up and did the little dance and everything. You like that?
Last time they were in Boston, they asked me if I wanted to be one of the extras to come out.
Right?
Yeah. You know what? If they had a kid show, I'll say this. I think No Way Jose would be great for that.
Right.
As far as on Raw, it's just something that I think any adult over the age of 10 is going to roll their eyes at.
Yep. Hey, at least Jinder got the win this time. I'm glad that, I'm just saying, because usually they're burying him. At least he got the win there. Moving on, we have the Seth Rollins IC Open Challenge. What did you think about that?
Well, you know what? Anytime you see a fresh, original match like that, it's bound to capture your attention.
I even said it looking at him, I'm like, if this is Dolph Ziggler, go to bed. And sure enough, the screech happened, and he's here to save the world. Oh, my God.
Here's the thing. It was a good match.
Oh, it was fantastic.
But it's like if they put 20 minutes from the same movie on every week.
Yep.
I know what's going to happen. I know what I'm going to see. Yeah. It's just too
great
repetitive.
match, and for nothing, the crowd was into it. I mean, the crowd was into it.
Because
but the audience at home, I don't know how they felt.
When you go by the reactions of the live crowd, these are people that have spent their time and money to go and watch this show. They're there for a good time.
But how some of them just saying all that crap.
Well, you have this,
I mean, remember when they had their match and they did the countdown instead of paying attention to match, they were just counting down the clock. You remember that match?
Right. Well, they were revolting. But generally, when fans go, they're excited to see the top stars.
Right.
And they're excited to see good matches. If you're not getting a response at that point, you really have a problem.
And
as far as the other 2 or 3 million people that watched at different points throughout the night, it's just more of, even though it's good shit, same old shit.
Right. And the one thing that stuck out there was Seth doing the Falcon Arrow, which we talked about at Survivors when I said it would be cool. He did that there for his finish, which was cool. And then we had the women's segment, which was Bayley, Sasha, and Alexa. I don't know what to tell.
I don't know. You have a commissioner. You have a general manager. You have an interim general manager that might be the real general manager. You have a woman's general manager, and now you have a supposed, that they hinted at, a mystery authority figure that is booking the Lucha House Party rules matches. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that meant, if they even have an idea where that's going. That's 5. You know what? That's why people just continue to tune out. That level of stupidity. You have more authority figures than you have women almost.
Is Alexa done? Or is she just not? I know she hasn't been concussed. I know that, but is she? Like,
no, I don't think this is.
Because I thought maybe if Baron ends up losing, losing everything, she's gonna end up being the general manager. That's what I know. I don't like it either, but I'm just saying.
Gotta be a woman, right?
Yeah. And then moving on, we had Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. Hey, he wrestled somebody different at least, but other than that, Finn wrestled instead of wrestling.
How many times has he wrestled Corbin in the past 3 or 4 months?
Right, but I'm saying at least it wasn't Corbin versus Braun, or actually, I shouldn't say, Finn versus Elias or Finn versus Bobby. At least it was a little different. It was a good match.
It's just I felt like I've seen it a million times, much like the whole show. People were saying it was one of the worst Raws of all time, and You know what? I wouldn't call it that at all. I would say it was maybe one of the most uninspired Raws of all time. The work in the ring, there was really nothing bad about it. A couple of the angles and storylines sucked, as we discussed. But bell to bell, it wasn't a horrible show.
No.
There was just nothing interesting or new that happened in 3 hours. It didn't build anything for the pay-per-view.
Right.
It didn't build any characters up.
It didn't, yeah.
What was the point?
And then Baron got on the mic, said to make it 2 out of 1. They all came out, beat Cuff, and just finished like that. Good. I don't get it, and that's how it ended. We're going to move on to SmackDown. We had a
much better show.
Oh, man. Becky came out with the promo. That promo, I didn't mind kicking off the show because she's awesome. She's great at cutting the promo. She's on another level right now, and I hope she stays on that level, and I hope WWE doesn't screw it up. She's fantastic. Then Charlotte comes out a little bit, and I don't know. Who's the, like, it's hard to say because Becky's supposed to be the heel, but Charlotte seems like the heel. It's weird how it's, you know?
On paper, Charlotte and Becky would both be heels.
Right. That's the way I look at it. And
with no one to work with.
Exactly. It's true. It's true. And I just like how Paige announced it's going to be a TLC match it's going to be the tables, ladders, chairs at the...
Is this the final first women's fill-in-the-blank?
What do you mean?
Well, we've had the first women's Money in the Bank, the first women's pay-per-view, the first women's Royal Rumble, the first Elimination Chamber,
right,
the first Hell in the Cell. Is this the final first?
But at least if it's going to be, at least it's two workers that we both can agree on are great that could put it on.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because if it was
it's not garbage.
If it was somebody that you did not like, you would be like
Carmella,
right,
Mandy Rose.
There you go. See, if those girls were in it, you would be hating on it. So at least it's two girls that you appreciate.
I'll tell you this, you may even be a little surprised by this, but I'm really looking forward to seeing that match.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. And like I said, the promo was on fire. It was fantastic. Moving on, the Usos versus The Bar. Another great match. Happens 100 times. Usos won.
I don't know what it is, but Usos and New Day. Maybe it's because it's 4 body parts instead of just 2. But I love their work. And I thought, and I've told you how much I think of Bar ever since they took those 2 guys who were really going nowhere.
No Big
fast.
Show either. He's gone again. He turned again.
Yeah, they really put a lot of thought into that storyline.
What the heck? He's turning again.
So a year ago,
you think they're just doing it on purpose now?
A year ago, Braun Strowman threw him through a cage, and they hinted he might have to retire. He had hip surgery in real life, was gone almost a year. Then he comes back. He's not even on Raw, never mind going to avenge the Strowman incident. He winds up on SmackDown with no announcement, and he comes out with 2 heels that he never had any association with.
I know,
that lasted for the better part of, what, 3 or 4 weeks? And then they just end it with no rhyme or reason, which is another reason why nobody cares.
There you go. Moving on, we had Nakamura versus Rusev. Well, we thought we were going to, and as soon as Nakamura came out, he ended up, what do you call it, hitting him before the match started, ended in a DQ.
And honestly, I thought that was effective.
Yeah, because you don't want to have to pick a winner yet on that. And you know what? They're holding off the match. Finally, they're not maybe going to do a match yet, unless next week they do the match.
They rush it, yeah.
Then we had Jeff Hardy's 20-year segment. What did you think about that? I've never
seen
them do anything.
You want to know why I thought that? Why did they have it an anniversary of someone signing a contract as opposed to maybe when he debuted on TV?
Right, and they never do that. So what was?
I guess they needed to fill time.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The package was cool.
No, I thought it was one of Jeff Hardy's better interviews.
Yeah,
there was nothing wrong with it.
And then Joe came out.
I just didn't understand the semblance of the anniversary, I guess.
And then Joe came out, which was whatever. I mean, he came out.
But see, now here's what you take away from that segment. Oh, everybody's out on the stage clapping. Oh, thank you,
Jeff.
the
fans, yeah.
And all of a sudden, dun 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 dun. If these 2 authority figures, Shane and Paige, are going to be upset that he's coming out, who's the idiot hitting his theme song and have his Titantron go off?
I get it.
Come on, please.
And then we had The Miz versus your boy Kofi Kingston.
That was actually really
good match, and it was different.
Really
That's actually a different match we haven't seen.
Yeah.
It probably happened before, obviously, because they've been around. But we haven't seen it for at least a year.
If not longer than that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it was a good match.
I like the tease they're doing with Miz and Shane, even though there was nothing in ring with them this week.
Yeah,
I'm interested. I'm sure it's going to lead to a singles match between the 2, but
Stone Cold,
I'm sure there'll be some stunners involved. Interesting to see on Maurice. Interesting to see what twists and turns it takes. So yeah,
I'm excited. Then we have the Randy Orton promo, which he's on fire still. He's great. Everything he's doing is great.
The cowboy is proud.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Is he wearing his RKO hat when he watches it, you think?
I'm sure he is.
He loves that backwards hat.
With half of something else.
And then I couldn't believe he said all his bitches. I was shocked WWE let him use that word just because it's one thing to say the baddest bitch, but all his bitches. And, you know, I liked it. I loved it. I thought it was great that he did that. I just was, wow, it stood out to me that he actually got to say that. And then Rey Mysterio came out, and they had their little...
I would have held off on that for a week.
Why
rush it?
Exactly. And then we ended up finishing with the Women's Battle Royal. Oh. Go ahead. Give your 2 cents.
That match didn't even deserve 1 cent.
Okay.
But the right person won.
Yeah.
And it leads... You know what? I can...
We're having a 3-way.
I can bury a match that sucks. I can bury sometimes decent matches that have no follow-up. At least this might not have been anything to write home about, but it's building to something important. If it's building to something, you know what? It's worthwhile.
Worth it.
And it's building to Asuka, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch in the first ever women's TLC triple threat match, which I think will be great.
Fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. And
it'll be fun. That's, you know, the Dutch boy uses that word a lot.
Yeah.
I usually
but that's
don't.
SmackDown and Raw. That is SmackDown and Raw for this week.
But if you want to have some fun, brother, let me tell you, Monday night before Raw, Hall of Famer Tony Atlas buries my buddy JBL. We have a little debate about that. And a real-life street fight, because it happened on the side of a highway with Paul Orndorff. And that leads to our 12 Days of Christmas with Tony Atlas, which includes a full-length Memories and Legends the day of WWE TLC on December the 16th. We have holiday headlocks going all month long. Let me tell you something. You're talking about someone that wanted to apply certain moves. You should see him up on Lebanon Street. Tons of content this month. Head on over to BostonWrestling.com. And more than anything, support our holiday headlocks drive. We have a great video up with Bruce Prichard, myself, Mick Foley, Jim Ross, Warbeard Hanson, who is very, very close to Paul Bear, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, and other wrestling luminaries, all to make sure we help Santa Claus's GPS boost into high gear, kayfabe. Nonetheless, for the associate Dave Carter, our crack staff in the broadcast booth, the little Dutch boy, Cecil the Lion, the puppet, I'm Dan Marotti. You and yours be well. Good night.
St. Paul on Saturday, December 8th. Be a part of the hype as NXT Live brings the action. See the hottest NXT superstars, including NXT Champion Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, Aleister Black, NXT Women's Champion Kairi Sane, EC3, Johnny Gargano, North American Champion Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, and many more live. It's NXT Live in St. Paul on Saturday, December 8th. Tickets are available.
I'm Dan Marotti.
And I'm John Cena Sr.
Let us tell you how the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation can help raise cash for your nonprofit cause. Experience the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation live in your city, throughout New England, the tri-state area, down through the Carolinas, out to our friends in the Midwest and beyond.
If your nonprofit organization is looking for an interactive, turnkey experience while putting the fun into fundraising, you've met the perfect tag team partner to work with every step of the way.
The MWF offers a variety of packages for groups of almost any size, from our live events at the Boston Garden, the Kowloon Entertainment Dining Complex, and the legendary Suffolk Downs, to high school gyms and function halls. We've presented live events everywhere and anywhere.
Since 2001, the MWF's mission has been simple: keep the kids off the streets. Under the leadership of President David Reese, we bring the superstars of yesterday, today, and tomorrow to your town. Not for a wrestling show, but an event that features action-packed in-ring wrestling, autograph, pose photo opportunities, Q&A sessions, and so much more. It's the best of sports and entertainment. The week of your event, we can add on to the endeavor with anti-bullying campaigns, library meet and greet reads, youth sport concussion seminars, and more.
Our live events are fit for fans of any age from 5 to 95. This fall is part of our new Kids Club program. We offer live event experiences exclusively for the youngest of fans. On the flip side, we can produce a tailor-made event for fans of an older demographic as well. We work with you every step of the way to get the word out to fans near and far on our local television offerings and to over 50,000 fans and growing on our social media platforms.
Your success is our success. If your group has had enough of candy bar and wrapping paper sales and has the energy to team with our passionate fan base, bringing the NWF experience to your community is the answer to put smiles on faces while raising cash for your cause.
Contact us today to get the ball rolling for your
custom-made event that you'll want to bring back year after year to your community.
Don't just take it from us. Here are the folks we've teamed up with in the past.
Des Moines on Sunday, December 9th. Be a part of the hype as NXT Live brings the action. See the hottest NXT superstars, including NXT Champion Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, Aleister Black, NXT Women's Champion Kairi Sane, EC3, Johnny Gargano, North American Champion Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, and many more live. It's NXT Live in Des Moines on Sunday, December 9th. Tickets are available